Hey guys, here with Bobby Farrelly, part of the NHL alumni hockey games, and of course, a New England native, Rhode Island.
Yes,
but always puts the Boston comedians in his movies. Obviously, Something About Mary really put you and your brother on the map, huge, right? That was like your first huge.
Well, thanks to all the Boston comedians.
Well, yeah, but it was your writing.
Huh?
It was your writing.
Well, true. Hey, listen, I just watched your game.
Yes.
I'm very impressed. 7-4, you guys won.
I was coaching.
I think you had 5 goals, 4 or 5.
It was 4 or 5 assists. Yeah. I'm a giver.
You know what? You got the win. It was good. Yeah, and it's fun being out here with the Bruins alumni.
Well, you've been involved. I remember watching you in the Winter Classic. You got to skate obviously with Bobby Orr and Cam Neely and Ray Bork and all the greats. Tell me a little about that Winter Classic, because that was a great game.
Well, I'm just thinking back to it was the first time I remember that they ever put the ice down at Fenway. So it was, and they had the NHL. Game there too. But the next day, all the alumni and everyone got to play, and it was magical. Just a soft, gentle snow coming down, and the tickets were like $5 instead of $200 a day before. So the place was packed because all the dads in New England could take their kids, and what a day that was. It was just so much fun.
And you've been obviously a lifelong Red Sox fan, Bruins fan, Patriots fan. You got to film movies on Fenway Park. You got to play on Fenway Park.
Yeah.
Now, your team that night, did you guys win or did you lose? You're a goalie, so you had to stop some of the greats.
Yeah. Well, my memory's not real good, so I'm going to say we won, and we
7-4.
Won handily. Yeah. And in fact, as a tribute to how much we beat the crap out of the other team, they always keep the score up here just to remind everyone.
Now, you're obviously West Coast, East Coast. You here for the summer? You here for the summer?
Hopefully not. And I say that because we're hoping to be working this summer. We're trying. My brother and I are trying to get a sequel to our first movie, Dumb and Dumber. Which we did
of course, with Jim Carrey.
Almost 20 years ago. Yeah, we have Jim and Jeff back.
Sure.
But the guys are so busy working. We're trying to make it work this summer, and we're this close right now. This close. So hopefully that happens. And unfortunately, that'll take me. I'll be down working.
Well, hopefully I'll run into you when you start casting, and in case you need somebody to be an assistant coach or something like that, or be dumberer. I don't know. That's a shame. I made Bobby Farrelly laugh. Come on.
That's pretty good.
But you've been involved obviously with the NHL alumni, with the Bruins alumni. You've been friends with these guys like Dennis and Lenny and these guys for years. You guys have raised millions of dollars, and we appreciate that. Obviously, we're raising money today for the Children's Hospital and pediatric. Awareness, head injuries, things like that.
The beauty of the hockey community is that the people are loyal to one another. They are, and they're very charitable. And so, guys don't mind coming out and playing and trying to raise money for one good cause or another. But we just saw in the last few weeks here with all the all the stuff that went on. It's like it's important to all stick together and to be loyal to each other and to be charitable, because you never know who's going to need it and when.
And Boston came together pretty strong.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sure people will be doing some films about certain situations that occurred. Like I said,
terrible situation, but like Joe Andruzzi said at the NFL draft. I don't know if you saw it, but he talked about let's take the positive out of it, and it's the way that the whole city pulled together, and the way charities pulled together, and policemen and civilians and everyone, like so much good was shown in such a terrible time that it was, I thought it was noteworthy.
Sure. And Blue Collar Boston came together. I mean, we came together strong. That's why we keep wearing the shirts. Boston strong. I'm thinking maybe if we sent the Boston police to find Osama bin Laden 13 years ago, we would have got him in like a week and a half. That
was a pretty good show of force.
Pretty quick. What was it, 72 hours, 96 hours?
The way everyone stuck together, and it was everybody wanted to accomplish the same thing, and they did accomplish it. You knew they would.
That's what they said. The police commissioner, FBI, they said everyone worked together, fire everyone. No one said, I'm in charge of you. Like, you don't always watch on TV that the FBI guys were in charge of this investigation. They all work together as a team. That's why I love being from Boston.
Yeah, proud to be from Boston right now. And but proud to be in the hockey community, too, because hockey players are, like I say, they're very generous, very charitable, and this is a great event here with the NHL Pro-Am.
Sure.
And we're raising money for a good cause, so it's a lot of fun.
Do you ever go on the road? Because this is the first time we filmed this in. They had the NHL alumni game in Boston with the NHL, not just the Boston Bruins alumni.
Right.
Do you ever go? I know Ricky said that he goes. They do like 30 or 40 games in Toronto and up in Canada, all around.
I get to play sometimes with the Bruins alumni, and that's a great honor for me because I'm not a Bruin. You know, I was never on the original Bruins, but I play with the Bruins alumni when they're regular goalies, Cleon Doskalakas and those guys pull a hamstring or something. They'll call me in, and I love to play with those guys because they're so much fun, and they're all still so talented
and down to earth guys.
All good guys.
Catch Dirty Water TV Saturday and Sunday night at 11:30 on Nessun, because the party never stops on Dirty Water TV.